Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in to another episode of the Link Up. I'm your host, Ron the Don. Your other host, the young OG, uh, Mr. Straight Bloody himself, OG Key. Um, man, it's been a long time, but before we even get to anything, the sports world lost an amazing legend. Somebody who definitely put his imprint on the game of basketball. You know, You know what I'm saying? RIP Dikembe Mutombo, man. One of the best shot blockers in NBA history. And, it's sad to see the world lose another legend. So, just for a few moments, we're going to give a little moment of silence. Man, it's been a while since we seen y'all, man. I don't even got braids no more, man. But, we back another week has gone by, man. So much has happened in the NBA and the WNBA. We definitely got to get to that. Somebody tell that boy drop a 50, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't forget about them push-ups now, but we're gonna let you live. But man, let's get into week 6 of NFL football, man. While we was away, we heard Davante Adams come out looking for a trade from the Las Vegas Raiders. And then at the time of recording, they're getting stumped by Justin Fields and the Steelers by 32-13. Actually, the game just ended. What is your thoughts about Davante Adams, where he might be headed? We seen mixed reports saying that he was going to be traded, this upcoming week. Now we seeing reports saying that the Raiders might just hold on to him. What's your thoughts on this whole situation?
I mean, bro, I wouldn't want to be on that team either. I mean, like when you think about it, I think Stephen A. said it. He went there to play, thinking that he was going to play with his college teammate and his friend. You know what I mean? Then his college teammate and his friend left, and they didn't get him anybody to get him the ball. So as a receiver who's up in age, as in like as far as goes as career wise, he's up there, right? So I think for him, it's like I want to be at in a position where I'm able to win, and he's not in the position where he's able to win on that team, and he knows that. So of course he wants to be traded. And when it comes to where I think he should go, um, the easy answer would be the Chiefs, right?
Cheat code.
That's the easy answer, right? But a team I want to see him play on to actually like strive and see it's not the Dolphins. For the first time, I'm not going with my team.
That wouldn't make sense
Um,
right now.
no, of course it wouldn't because we don't have a quarterback either at this moment. But um, that's I would want him. I would want him to be on the Bills, maybe, or I want to say the Jets. And I'm gonna tell you why I want to say the Jets because he has that. He has the chemistry already there with Aaron Rodgers, right? And yes, Garrett Wilson is great, but they don't really have that number one receiver. So Davante Adams coming in there, Aaron Rodgers knows he can count on this guy, right? And the offense has been very stagnant at the beginning of this season. So I think the Jets getting Davante Adams would be great. Also, I mean, another great team for him to play on is the Ravens.
Woo! I'm not gonna lie. I just y'all forgive me, but I just started watching football full time last year. I've been, watching it from a distance, all my life, but I really started watching last year, and I got two teams: the Dolphins and the Ravens. Hey, boy, we get that boy Davante Adams. I know something. You telling me Lamar, Derrick Henry,
Derrick Henry,
Davante Adams?
like I think that would be the great. That would be, to me, there will be no excuse for Lamar.
Yeah.
There will be no excuse for him not getting the ring, not getting at least to the championship, right? It's no excuse for him losing to Patrick Mahomes, right? And to me, there's no other quarterback in the league that's competing with him other than Patrick Mahomes. So, I mean, that's what I got to say for that.
So me as a nuanced watcher, I had two teams, and you being the football aficionado that you are, that's you're a real savant when it comes to watching these games. I don't really know about football, but tell me if these two teams make sense. So the first team, the Chargers, with Justin Herbert, like
Not to win a championship.
okay, so then my second team, a team that I actually enjoyed watching, the Detroit Lions.
That would make a lot of sense.
Okay.
That would make a lot of sense.
See.
I ain't even think about Detroit.
Yeah.
But the only thing with that is he wouldn't be the number one receiver.
Nah, because they got St. Brown. But
exactly.
But then I felt like that would make them more dynamic, though.
Yeah, of course. They would be deadly, bro.
Yeah.
Like, no cap, that would be a scary team to face in the playoffs.
I was even thinking about, Green Bay with Jordan Love, but I think they still a little ways away from competing right now.
Yeah.
But
they're not there yet.
But earlier you mentioned the Jets, though. We saw the Jets recently fire their head coach, Robert Saleh. They're off to the same start that they had last season. Aaron Rodgers claims that he's seen it coming, but he has nothing to do with this firing. What is your thoughts on all this when it comes to the Jets?
I don't like the Jets, to be frank. I don't like them. I would never like the Jets. I'm a Dolphins fan, but
yeah, at least he honest, ladies and gentlemen.
I think it was a bad move. I mean, you can say it's the coaching's fault, but at the same time, it's been times where coaching wasn't the problem. I mean, Aaron Rodgers took the blame. Said it's his fault for not scoring points. If they were doing better, the offense were scoring, he would have never got fired, and that's true. But it's always going to fall on the head coach, though.
I mean, like I said, I'm getting used to. I'm trying to get on track with this football thing. But who do they really have offensively outside of Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall?
Well, that was a real question.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's just the two people that I see.
They got what I think the dude that came over with Aaron Rodgers.
Lazard.
Mm-hmm. I liked him when he was on Green Bay.
He ain't really done nothing in New York.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't really have any offensive skill players, other than those two players that you named.
I mean,
so it's not really people that he can get. Like, you say Garrett Wilson, right? But he's not an elite receiver.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. He's like him, and to me, in my mind, him and Xavier Flowers are in the same boat. They're great receivers, but they're not the Justin Field or the Jamar Chase or the Tyreek Hill or the CD Lamb.
A lot about football, but I know damn sure he ain't catching them.
just the Jay Jones.
I'm about to say, I'm about to say I've been watching football kind of wrong,
Yeah,
but
they're not. They, they're great receivers in their respected on their respected teams. They're the best receivers, but they're not elite
so that would
receivers.
explain the whole hunt for Davante then.
Exactly.
Makes sense. Well, while the Jets is struggling to gain traction, there is an up and coming QB trying to find his niche, his way into the league, and that's rookie QB #1 overall pick Caleb Williams, who had himself one hell of a day today, beating the Jags, which they got problems of their own right now. 35-16. Caleb Williams went 23 of 29, 226 passing yards, 4 TDs, 1 interception, but came out with the dub. Is this the breaking out moment we've been waiting to see from Caleb Williams?
I'm gonna be honest. He broke out when he was at OSC, I think it was.
Oh, USC?
Yeah, USC. I'm saying like you being the number one pick in the draft, you're supposed to perform, right? Like you're supposed to do that. But I think he's got his feet wet now. He got the early season
Jitters?
jitters out the way. Like so now it's you feel me. He can hoop. I mean not hoop, but he can play
It's
like
okay.
he can play his game. Like I think him stand in the pocket now is helping his game a little bit more because he's able to see the field. When he scrambles, it causes him not to be able to see the field the way he needs to see the field. So I think he'll be good though.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people been waiting on, that game for him to look like that guy because right now, well, we'll get to him in later, but he's been overshadowed by his other rookie QB counterpart. So everybody was looking like, for him to take that reins. But I think they got a good team. I think he got some good weapons. You got Swift at running back. You got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet. They got a lot of good options offensively. It's just building that camaraderie. I feel like definitely towards the end of the season we'll see him start to pick up um, speed and really make his imprint. But I think one thing that he was like guilty of was like coming in and trying to make the big plays all the time like you could do in college. But
Like highlight.
yeah, but like this the NFL, you playing with people that's been doing it a while, and they you playing against
You ain't playing with no kids,
right.
man.
So
Playing with me, man.
I think it's gonna take some time for him to adjust his game to that, but eventually he'll be straight. But we did have somewhat of an exciting showdown between two teams featuring another rookie QB who's really been taking the lead by storm lately, and that's one Jaden Daniels. Now his team didn't get the win today. They lost 23-30 to the Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens with Derrick Henry going crazy. Um, but I know you are very excited about watching Jaden Daniels. What can you say about his ascension this season?
Buddy is different, bro. His pocket awareness, his accuracy is just off the chain, bro. I think he was the most accurate quarterback for 4 games straight,
Yes.
like ever. Like he's that guy. Like I don't know, bro. I got him winning the Rookie of the Year if he keeps up the same type of play that he's been doing. He's going to be the second quarterback selected second to win MVP in a row.
He definitely balling.
Not MVP, but,
Rookie of the year,
I meant
offensive rookie of the year.
rookie of the
Yeah, I
year.
know what you
Yeah,
meant. Uh,
but he could be in the conversation for MVP
the
as
way
well.
he playing, yeah. I mean, you still got some tough competition ahead of him right now, but he definitely in the conversation.
Pat Mahomes, I mean, he always gonna be in the
Yeah.
conversation. I mean, him and Lamar gonna be in the
Add
conversation.
Derrick Henry in that too now. He
Oh
going
yeah, the
crazy.
way he been live.
Especially like it's crazy because C-Mac he out right now. So, you know,
Yeah, he been out for the whole season
yeah,
basically.
so Derrick Henry, like as far as running backs, he really been carrying that
The best
flag.
one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they definitely in that MVP conversation. But man, yeah, like I said, I'm still kind of nuanced to it. But one thing I do know, that man Jaden Daniels look like he been doing it for a little minute. So that's
Yes, bro.
you know,
And they say they at the beginning of the year, everybody was like, "Oh, they play college football." I mean, if college football is whipping y'all butt like this, bro, I'm sorry to tell y'all, but y'all need to play college
I'm not
football.
gonna lie. I knew it was real because I actually watched that game, Monday night game between them and the Bengals when they was going back and forth. I was like, yeah, bro, kind of seemed like he him, like going toe to toe with Burrow and them boys. It was an exciting game, one of the highest scoring games. No punts, no turnovers or something like that in like years. So yeah, that was a crazy game. Speaking of crazy and exciting, the WNBA Finals have taken place. I'm a Lynx fan.
Missed the game today.
I did too. Had other things going on, but they after taking game one, they was on the emotional high. Courtney Williams was out there doing her thing, balling, but she had one of my favorite quotes I ever seen. But in game two, that was not the case. The Liberty came out, stumped on them girls, kind of, led the game the whole way. The Lynx tried to make a run in the second half, but, the Liberty just too good. We got another, legendary game from Stewie, setting a record for the most steals in a WNBA Finals game with 7. She topped that off with 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Um, and she got help from Lainey Hamilton, who also scored 20, Sabrina with 15, John Quayle with 14. So, the Liberty are starting to get back to that dominant form that we was used to seeing in the regular season and so far in these playoffs. Um, what has been your thoughts? Um, I know you didn't see the game today, but now that this series is shifting to Minnesota, where do you kind of think you know it's going to turn out from here?
I'm gonna just say this right here. I'm not gambling no more with the WNBA because I pick a team and they don't show up. But nah, but I didn't think it was gonna be this competitive. In all realness, like I didn't think it was gonna be this close. Game one took me by storm.
That was a great game.
I was, I was expecting. I mean, I knew it was going to be a good game, but I thought the Liberty was going to shut them out in the fourth quarter. Right, but like I said, I ain't gambling no more when it comes to the WNBA because I pick a team and they just don't show up the way I feel like they should. So yes, Aja Wilson, that's a shot to you. You know, demand the ball next time. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah,
Nah, man. I think as far as this game goes, one thing the Liberty has had on their side this whole season, I feel like, is the size advantage, especially in this playoffs where they done, took Vandersloot out and put her on the bench and put in Phoebus. It gives them more size, uh, more switchability. John Quill holding down the paint. Then you got Phoebus, Stewie, and Laney Hamilton. And then I also feel like, just from spacing out the floor, it's doing them in. And right now, the Lynx is kind of tough because the only two people that's really going and getting their buckets is Fee and Courtney Williams. Kayla McBride, she got off to a hot start in game one and really was an unsung hero. I know all the attention and praise was on Courtney and Fee, but she was really keeping them close with her shot making. Every time the Liberty made a three, McBride would come back down and make a three in game one. But I think they got to find a way to make the offense come easier, because right now I feel like the Liberty's length is really bothering them. Um, you know, I said from the jump, you know this. I said the Liberty gonna take that chip this year. They coming out for revenge, and today it really looked like it. But game two, we're going to the Target Center, if it's still called that. I don't know what they call it in Minnesota nowadays. But we're gonna be in the Lynx house. It's tough because I don't want to root against my team, but at the same time, I feel like the Liberty got it sold up. So we're gonna see. Um, it's also next year the WNBA Finals getting extended to 7 games, so they definitely trying to get that money. Speaking of getting extended, the NBA is planning on adding expansion teams in for the 27 and 28 NBA season. Now, notice I said expansion teams, so this could bring up the possibility that it's going to be more than one. What are your thoughts?
Miami get a team.
I said
Miami
I'm
get a
talking about the
team.
NBA, not the WNBA.
Oh, the NBA.
Miami already got a team. Nah, I think I already know who the two teams gonna be though.
I think it's gonna be Las Vegas and
Seattle.
Oh yeah, Seattle. They're gonna bring back the Super
Now I
Sonics.
know the NBA definitely has stake in Mexico City and they want to put a team there, but man, gotta bring back the Supersonics, man, for sure.
So I do have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
Say they do bring the Supersonics back, right?
Yeah.
Do they redo the whole expansion, like, as in, like, say, all right, because it's players that played for OKC and the Supersonics,
Mm-hmm.
right? But they were on the same team, basically.
So basically,
If Russell Westbrook retire, will he get retired by the new Supersonics or will he get retired by
nah,
the
he
Thunder?
gonna get retired by the Thunder because the way it works, like remember when the Charlotte Hornets gave up their name and they became the Bobcats, and that allowed New Orleans to take their name. Like, but whoever played for the Bobcats is still associated with the Charlotte Hornets that we know now. It's kind of gonna be like that. So yeah, Seattle gonna have a team back, but all the history is gonna be associated with the team that's OKC. So,
Okay.
but that's how that works. Yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be Las Vegas. They definitely putting the team there. That's probably option number one. And out of Seattle and Mexico City, I heard Kansas City maybe, but or Vancouver because they want to put something in Canada. Maybe we can get more than 2 teams. We could probably get 4. I don't know. There's so much talent in the league. Yeah, I could see it, and I honestly see this thing and this is like we know LeBron James want to own the team, and he wants to own the team in Las Vegas. So this is really setting up for when he might retire. I'm just saying. But
That would be interesting. Also, I have a
mm-hmm.
question. Speaking of the expansion teams, say you got to hold on to 2 players. You can only, you have to let go of 2 players, right? What 2 players on the Miami Heat are you taking? Are you letting go?
Are we talking about the roster that they got now, or are we talking about potentially in 2027? Because I feel like
Okay, let's potentially in 2027.
in 2027,
Jimmy Butler's not going to be in the league at that time.
you don't know that he could be playing for a minimum.
You're right.
Okay. I just feel like I would have to go off the team now because we don't know who's gonna be on the team in 2027. I think that every NBA team is gonna do this, especially if the rules stay the same. All the other teams, like how they have the second apron and all of that. So all these other teams are gonna use that expansion draft to get rid of all the contracts they don't really want. So, for instance, say the expansion draft was this summer and Denver wanted to really capitalize off the title window. You put Zeke Naji out there because they gave him that contract, which didn't allow them to re-sign KCP. You get him gone. The Bulls, they don't want Zach LaVine no more. You let him go so you can clear up space. The only bad thing is like you're not gonna be getting picks back if you was to trade them. So I can see teams holding on to those players and trying to trade them. But if nobody wants Zach LaVine and you can't trade them, you just let the expansion team get them, and then you clear up cap space, and now you can make more moves. So I feel like that's how it's gonna be, honestly, when we get to that point. As far as to answer your question, if I had to go off the teams right now, to be honest, if I had to pick two players, it's gonna be the two players at the end of the bench. So I personally, there's nobody on the team that I dislike. Like I think Tyler Hero gets a lot of heat.
Hey,
No pun intended. But I feel like, especially, we about to get into NBA Media Day, but after what he said on Media Day, there should be no hard feelings towards him because he said he willing to come off the bench, start whatever they ask him to do. So, and I feel like Tyler Hero is a high end role player. You need those to win a championship. Duncan Robinson, a high end role player. You need him to win a championship, his shooting. So I think everybody on the Heat is valuable. It's a fit thing more than anything. But since I brought up NBA Media Day, and that was a couple weeks ago because I was on vacation and we missed it, we gotta talk about it. Now we saw a lot of things. Um, we see that Kawhi is gonna miss the start of the season. We saw a big trade happen between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the New York Knicks. We saw Cat in the New Jersey. We saw Paul George in the New Jersey. Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo in New Jerseys. We saw Jimmy Butler, no gimmick, no nothing, all serious, all business, show up. What really stood out to you from NBA Media Day?
a lot of things. I mean, me, I'm gonna go with the boy right there. You know
For
what I
sure.
mean? It just showed that he's in it. And I hope he keep that energy the whole year. But I like Tyler Hero's energy. Um, Bronny and LeBron, bro. It's so surreal, bro. Being Bronny, I'm older than Bronny. I'm older than Bronny, and he in the lead with his dad, bro. Like that's people would hate on LeBron, but like that's dope. Like that's so hard, bro. Like for you to be able to pave a way, right, to be able to play with your child in a profession that you've been doing since you were 18 and still be great. Like it ain't like LeBron like on his last leg in the league. The man got like he just averaged what 24 points, 25 points.
Yeah, and then he just led the Olympics in to go. Well, him and the incredible Steph Curry, but
Yeah,
they just went and got that gold medal. So LeBron still.
like you gotta see like the impact that's gonna have,
Mm-hmm.
right? Everybody wants to hate on him because he's been criticized his whole career, but like when you really sit back and just think about like this man been doing this since 2003, right? And he has not like he hasn't stopped. I know we're gonna get at the starting five later on, but to know that he's that workaholic,
Mm-hmm.
like still, it's just like I commend that. You know what I mean? Like that's LeBron, bro. Like, LeBron and his son playing with him, like bro. There's I'm not a father. You are. I can only imagine how that would
Oh
feel.
yeah, for
Like you know
sure.
what I mean? Like to be able to be in a a league
Yeah.
and be the greatest player, the best player every year, top 10 every year. You know what I mean? And be able to add your son with you. That's I commend that,
You know,
bro.
as a father myself, it gives me joy when my son copied the stuff I do now. So I couldn't imagine, if I was on that stage, LeBron was on it, you know, and we was both doing the same thing. That would be crazy. Um,
Yeah,
but for media day, for me, three things stood out. Jimmy Butler being all business, really coming out and saying that the contract is just money. He wants to be in Miami. He wants to be there. That was big. And then the other two was not really standouts. They were more so a comedy, if anything. Kawhi saying that none of his teammates stood out to him. Straight savage. And then also
yeah.
Jakob Pertl saying that they not winning the championship and they have no plans on winning the championship. To say that
Who?
Jakob Pertl, center for the Raptors,
Who that?
he came
Mm.
out and said that they not winning the championship this year.
We're gonna get traded.
He probably is.
We're gonna get traded,
I
bro.
mean,
We're gonna get
let's
traded.
be honest. He not wrong, but
Of course, he's not wrong, but when you think about it, bro, you don't go to a job and
hey
say
man,
the job not gonna get done anyway, bro. Like it don't even much matter. Ain't no customers coming. I can just
shit.
chill out and get more
I know
hours.
a lot of people who
Right?
who think that way.
They think it, but they ain't finna go around to the manager and tell them that.
Some people do. Shoot, I'll be one. But man, you mentioned starting five. I know you haven't been able to finish it. I'm on episode 9 myself. So I haven't been able to finish it, but we've seen the talk on social media, man. Anything that stood out to you from this documentary? Incredibly done documentary. I hope we get one next season. Well, they film it this season when we get one next year. That's what I'm hoping for. I learned a lot.
Um, Anthony Edwards don't like the dunk.
Yeah. Well, he said that he don't like dunking because it hurt, but he liked dunking on people.
On
Yeah.
people, yeah. Him, the confidence that Ant has, bro.
Crazy. It's
Like the
insane.
confidence is like wild,
Yeah.
bro. But then again, like okay, to see where he's come from, it just shows like grit. It shows grit and dedication, and I mean, like I can't imagine losing my whole family. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine that. I commend him for that. Honestly, I commend him for persevering, and I commend his family for supporting him. Also, I didn't know Jason Tatum had more than one kid.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I did know that. His baby mama, she LMA, the singer, she pregnant, or she was when he won the championship.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just know all I know is Deuce.
Yeah, nah, I mean that's all I know too. But
Yeah, I didn't know he had another
I
kid
didn't
on
even
the
see
way or
that on
anything.
there. So I guess I didn't get to that must be in the 10th episode. But
I didn't mean to say Jason Tatum.
I'm about to say you meant Jimmy Butler, bro.
Yes, bro.
Nah, I ain't know that either. But
I knew he had a daughter. I didn't know he had a son
yeah,
too.
that's something
Like
that
that's
I wanted to touch on though for sure. Uh,
yeah.
knowing what we know now, because us as fans, we criticize these players all day long, but we never know what they're really going through in life. To us, it's almost like us. We get on camera, we talk our talk, and we don't really know the person that we're really talking about. We just giving our opinion. So for that, Jimmy, I definitely empathize with him. Uh, being somebody that lost, their father and had to go through that, I can definitely understand him where he come from. Like as far as like just not being able to focus, I definitely understand that 100%.
Super.
So seeing that, and then it just makes you think. Like, I'm pretty sure the Heat knew that, and with Pat Riley's comments, like I get it, but it's kind of like now when you see that, it's kind of like, dang, like
You ain't got no real heart, bro. Like,
I would,
it ain't even that. It's like you gotta be real.
yeah. So I feel like because
Yo, human.
Jimmy did miss games. Like he was injured and he did miss games for personal reasons. But a lot of people was like, he taking the year off or he's waiting for the playoffs. But and Jimmy did look off last year. But now it's like everything kind of makes sense. Like because it did seem like he just wasn't engaged. But knowing what we know, it's like now I know. Um, Also, shout out Davante Sabonis, man. For a lot of people being like, "Why is he on the documentary?" He seemed like a cool dude. So, shout out to him. Shout out to LeBron. Low key sneak this and Darvin Ham. Well, he didn't really sneak this. He just said that him being on the minutes restriction was dumb. So he was really talking about the whole coaching staff. But you know,
Yeah.
uh,
You gotta think about it, bro. They thinking that he can't take care of his body the way he's been doing it.
yeah.
Right? They think father time gonna
No,
catch up
all
to him.
that stuff that he do to get prepared or rehabilitate is insane. Like,
Bro, like the amount of money he won't even say the amount that he put into his
yeah.
body, bro.
But hey, he reaping
Like,
the benefits of it though.
yeah, I mean he's lasting longer than any bro, no Diddy.
Yo.
Like he's his prime has been like you've never seen somebody prime be this long, bro. No Diddy.
I was wondering how you was gonna word that.
I'm trying to figure out a way, that's
I
why I'm
get what you
stuttering because
mean,
I'm trying
but
to
LeBron's longevity in the sport of basketball has been exceptional and phenomenal. Um, I definitely
inspire.
I definitely, commend him on that because you gotta like I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get to that in a second, but somebody on the pod said every year you gotta make a decision if you want to do this or not. And LeBron, for him to make that decision every year, come back, repeat greatness every year, like you can't do nothing but respect it. Now I'm about to say something controversial. Don't revoke my Heat card because I know we hate the Boston Celtics, but I ain't gonna lie. Joe Mazzulla, the way that man talk, that man is a motivator, bro. I could definitely see like players like playing like how a player would want to play for him and run through a wall for him. He seemed like a good coach though from the stuff that he was saying.
I don't know how he was left out of the top 10.
We gonna get to that too.
Yeah.
Shoot, let's get to it now. NBA GM survey. I'm gonna go through these and I'm just gonna ask for your quick opinion because it's a lot of categories. So we have which
Yeah.
team will win the NBA Finals. They voted. They had Boston and Oklahoma City making the NBA Finals, and then they had the Boston Celtics winning, repeating at an 83% votes. What's your thoughts on that? Do you agree, disagree, or you in between?
If they see a healthy Heat, I disagree. If they don't see a healthy Heat, I agree.
All right, next one. Who will win the MVP? Now we haven't done our tiers for this yet, but this is very interesting. At number one, we got Shea. Number two, Luca. And then after that, we got a three-way tie between Embiid, Jokic, and Tatum. Agree or disagree?
Jimmy Butler not on that list.
He he,
No, just,
he ain't even receive a vote.
I like Shea. I like Shea and Luca.
Yeah, I'm gonna save mine. for our MVP tiers down the line. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned for my opinion. If you were starting a franchise today and could sign any player in the NBA, who would it be? Everybody, or 77% of the GMs voted Wembanyama, obviously, and then you had Shea and Luka tied for. I mean, Shea and Jokic tied for second, and then Luka in fourth.
Wait, huh? Shea and
Yeah,
Joker?
for second, and then Luka in fourth.
I wouldn't want Luka to start mine.
But do you agree with Wembanyama? Do you agree with the GMs?
Oh yeah, duh. Like who wouldn't want Wemby? Like it's a freak of nature, bro. He's an alien from another universe, bro. That just got blessed by his mama and his daddy.
Which player forces opposing coaches to make the most adjustments? Luka Doncic won that at 33%.
LeBron.
Yeah,
I say that because he's the smartest player in the league.
yeah, but I think
If we talking about skill wise, based off of like play, yeah, we'll go Joker.
Luka, bro. There's nothing you can do with him. Nobody can guard that man. Nobody has stopped him, bro. He's the most unguardable player in the NBA right now. You tell me who can stop Luka.
Can you tell me who could stop Embiid?
Yeah, the injured reserves.
Tell me who can stop Joker?
Embiid. But when you compare it to Luka, bro, who's more unguardable between those three, bro? Ain't no way.
Luka.
Exactly. Who is most okay? We
But
moving on to the next question, bro. I ain't about to get into it with you, bro. Which player is most
I give
which player is most likely to have a breakout season? At number one, we got Jalen Williams with 13% of the votes. J Dub from OKC.
Did he not have a breakout year last year?
They got him having a bigger one. Pause. Hey yo,
We can miss it,
nah,
bro.
bro. Diddy done made this jump out of control.
Talk about everything. Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. Breakout.
This is crazy. Crazy.
I got Jonathan Kaminga.
I knew you was gonna say that. Best point guard, we got Luka. Best shooting guard, we got Ant. Best small forward, Tatum. Best power forward, Giannis. Best center, Jokic.
Oh, best point guard Luka
Who you taking, Curry?
all day,
I respect it, but
all day, bro. It's like you do something in the Olympics and they don't acknowledge that you're him, bro.
man,
He's been doing this, like, come on.
yeah.
Then they only choosing the young players like Anthony Edwards. I agree with that one because he's better than Devin Booker in my mind. My head, like overall game is better
Hey,
than D
D
Book.
Book made it to the finals though.
But I will say this though: if I had to choose one or the other to start my team, I want Devin Booker.
I feel you. Most improved team.
Because
Now go ahead.
if I go get a star, I know Devin Booker's going to take the background.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Most improved team. The Memphis Grizzlies at 67%. Nowhere to be found on these votes was the New Orleans Pelicans.
Wait, go for rewind.
Which team will be most improved in 24-25? The Memphis Grizzlies at 67%. No, the New Orleans Pelicans didn't get any votes.
Are you saying that because of our conversation before? Listen, man, we're gonna see.
Which?
I mean, the Heat beat them today, so I'm not even. Yeah.
Which rookie will be the best player in 5 years? We had Reed Shepherd.
I'm not mad at that, honestly.
5 years ago, everybody voted Zion. Now the real question is Zion better than Ja?
No.
So it's not Zion. Which rookie was the biggest steal at where he was selected in the draft? We got. What's your opinion?
No,
it's a tie between all these people. Bud Carrington, Devin Carter, Johnny Furphy, Dalton Connect, Terrence Shannon Jr., and Nikola Topic. Who didn't receive votes? Khalil Ware. He didn't receive a vote at all.
The GMs are stupid.
Well, let's see what you think about this one. Who is the best defensive player in the NBA? Number 1, Victor Wembanyama at 40%. Followed by Bam, Rudy, Drew, Giannis, Anthony Davis, and Herb Jones.
That's the order of everything too.
Yeah. Well,
So
Bam, Rudy, and Drew was tied for second. Giannis, AD, and Herb was tied for fifth.
What the hell is Rudy doing on that list, bro?
Nice.
They didn't say the best rim protector, bro.
Well, if we go to the best interior defender, it's still Wembanyama at 40%, Gobert at 37%.
I will agree, but what I'm saying is, why is Wemby in the conversation for the best defensive player, overall defensive player? And why is he tied with that?
You know everybody drinking that Wemby juice, bro.
They on that man.
You already know it.
Not,
you know.
They on hey, Bobo said it best. That's all I'm gonna say. Bobo said it best.
I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said.
They was playing in the game, bro, and they called the foul on Bobo, and Bobo said, "Man, y'all riding this shit." He said, "Y'all riding this, y'all did right." I get it though.
Bobo, continuing the legend. All right, now I gotta get your opinion for this one. Who is the most versatile defender in the NBA? Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tied for second, OG Anunoby and Victor Wembanyama. and then number 4, Bam Adebayo.
Bro, the disrespect, bro. The disrespect, bro. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of it. Bro. Put some respect on Bam's name.
Two people who
he the best versatile defender in the league. Bro. He can guard 1 through 5.
Two people who didn't get votes on this at all was Anthony Davis and Draymond Green for most versatile.
Like, what are you doing? Okay, I get Draymond, but
Draymond Green kind of.
I'm saying that now. Like right now. Like he.
Well, yeah, that's if he can stay in the game. But
right.
Best head coach Eric Spoelstra, no surprise, 69%.
It should have been 100%. It should have been no other percent.
Best head coach that makes the best in-game adjustments, Tyronn Lue, 28%, number 1, and then Eric Spoelstra, followed by Mark Daigneault of OKC.
I still think our coach is number 1.
Coach that runs the best offense, Rick Carlisle. That makes a lot of sense. Indiana be shooting that thing. And which NBA team is the most fun to watch? You also had the Indiana Pacers at number 1, followed by the OKC Thunder, Denver Nuggets, Golden State Warriors, and the Boston Celtics.
Boston Celtics are not fun to watch.
Which team's level of success is the toughest to predict? Got the Los Angeles Lakers.
They like, bro, they mid, bro. I don't know if they gonna be good or bad.
Which team has the most promising young core? Number 1, OKC. Number 2, Orlando Magic. Number 3, Houston Rockets. Number 4, San Antonio Spurs. Number 5, Detroit Pistons.
San Antonio got one player. They said it.
No,
Bro,
they got a couple good young pieces though. They got Vassell. They got Stephon Castle.
Jeremy Sohan.
Yeah, he alright. You got
I knew that's why I said who Jeremy Sohan.
who is the most athletic? You got Anthony Edwards, number 1, Giannis, Amen Thompson, John Morant, Asar Thompson, and yeah, that's the top 5. And
They got it right. They got it right.
The best pure shooter, Stephen Curry. The crazy thing is, my dog Duncan Robinson ain't even received no votes. People who also got votes was KD, Luke Kennard, Trey Murphy, and Klay Thompson. Those is the only other people to get votes.
Did they really put Trey Murphy up there, bro?
Fastest.
Are you kidding me, bro? What is going on, bro?
Fastest player.
This is blasphemy, bro. This is blasphemy, bro.
Fastest player in the NBA.
Luka Doncic, Trey Murphy, like not Klay Thompson.
These the GMs that be forming these teams. That's why it's a lot of.
Not Damian Lillard though, bro. Not Damian Lillard, but Trey Murphy, bro. Not Tyrese Halliburton, but Trey Murphy, bro.
Which player is the fastest with the ball? Number 1, De'Aaron Fox. 2, John Morant. 3, Tyrese Maxey. Number 4, Kyrie Irving.
Did you just say Kyrie?
They
Irving?
put him at number 4.
He's a snake, but like
Hey,
I don't know if like speed is.
I'm not a GM, bro. I don't know. Who is the best passer in the NBA? Number 1, Nikola Jokic. Number 2, Luka Doncic. Number 3, Tyrese Halliburton. And number 4, wait for it, Josh Giddey.
I'm done, bro. Bro. They said what?
Number 4, Josh Giddey, bro. All right. How about this? All right.
The Giddler himself.
What? That boy P. Giddey.
Bro, there's no
most versatile player in the NBA. Number 1, Giannis. Number 2, LeBron. 3, Durant. 4, Tatum. And 5, Wembanyama.
I'm gonna say this one time, bro. The answer should be Wembanyama, right? But let me say this though. Why is Giannis up there?
I don't know, because he can't shoot.
Like, truly and honestly, like, other than inside of the paint, where does his production come
defensively?
We already did defense versus.
This is like overall. Yeah, overall.
Like two-way.
Yeah, overall versatility.
Like yeah. I'm gonna leave my answer to myself. This is ridiculous. But it is Wembanyama or LeBron James, because LeBron James been doing it since.
This the last one from the survey that I'm gonna get to, because we still got a lot left and we already about to hit the hour mark here. Which player would you want taking a shot with the game on the line? Number 1, Stephen Curry. Number 2, KD. Number 3, Luka. And then tied for 4th, Jokic and Dame Lillard.
How they don't put LeBron in there, bro?
Bro, I saw a stat that said LeBron has missed 7 straight consecutive buzzer beaters.
And it's a game winner. That buzzer beater.
That's a game.
And the game.
I mean, the same thing. Game winner, buzzer beater, same thing. He missed 7 straight, bro. Speaking of LeBron, who do Key think? What lineup do you think would be better? Now, we heard from both of these teams. The Pelicans are thinking of running a lineup with Herb Jones starting at center. So that means it's going to be Herb Jones, Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, and DeJounte Murray. And then you got Shams reporting also that on opening night the plan is for Bronny to get playing time with LeBron James. So which lineup are you looking more forward to seeing, or which lineup do you think is going to be the most effective?
Herb Jones at center,
Herb
bro.
Jones at center. Now today in preseason, Brandon Ingram didn't play, so Daniel Tice was at center. But yeah, Herb Jones at center.
Why?
They ain't got no options really.
Put Daniel in, bro. Put Zion at center, bro.
Zion can't guard centers. Herb Jones, I don't know if he can either, because he too slight.
But he's small,
Yeah, Jokic
bro.
gonna punish them boys. I already know I'm taking the over on points and rebound.
Embiid gonna have a good night. Let's just say that. Embiid gonna have
cookies.
Buttermilk all night long. No didn't.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. Let's get into this preseason, man. Anything that stuck out to you from preseason action? Any team, any players really stood out?
I mean, the rookies are actually playing basketball.
Bro, I was about to say the same thing. Like the rookies, it's crazy because everybody was gonna say they're gonna be role players, which I don't think is far from the truth. But they looking better than advertised.
Huh? Said they're gonna be role players.
He did. And then he sat there on media day and posed with that man. So disrespectful.
Oh man. Nah, bro. I like the way the rookies been playing, bro.
Me too.
They've been putting on the show, bro. They putting on the show.
Definitely.
I'm a Heat fan, bro. I'm gonna go with my boy Kel Ware, bro. He, bro. We have not had a shot blocker as good as him since Whiteside, bro.
You'll see. That's if he really played, because the way the rotation constructed, I don't even know if he's gonna get playing time.
It's confusing me. I think they're gonna do what they did to Nikola Jovic.
Yeah, I think so too.
Where they
put him in the G League.
But it's so weird to me because you give him that, you make him sit down, but they're gonna play him, bro. There's no way they're gonna play Thomas Bryant over him.
Well, I got some news for you, buddy. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I'm gonna be so mad, bro. I'm gonna be so mad, bro.
Man.
Why?
The thing that stood out to me though this preseason, for sure, is I'm starting to question. Now it's preseason, so this might be premature, but I'm starting to question if the Celtics really might go back to back. And I say this because the Knicks and the Sixers look like they gonna be problems. And,
not for real,
when
bro.
then when you add in the Magic, the Pacers, the Cavs, the Heat.
Why you say us last, bro?
Because you saved the best for last, bro. Come on now. Come on now, stop playing. But when you look at that, if everybody is healthy, it's gonna be a tougher road than it was last season.
They didn't have a road. They had a walk path, bro. They scrolled to the championship, bro. Who did they play, bro? They didn't play nobody, bro.
Yes.
Nick players was injured. That's the only reason why they played the Pacers. If they would have played the Knicks, bro, they would have got beat.
No.
I'm telling you, bro. They would have got
not last year.
telling you, bro. If they was healthy, bro, a healthy Knicks
I'm
team
gonna
would
be
beat them.
honest. The two best teams that had a chance. This gonna sound crazy. Is the Sixers because in my heart of hearts, when Embiid actually is like playing forcefully, the Celtics cannot guard him. Porzingis or not,
No,
and
he showed that.
and the Heat because it's just something about the Heat. Like not even saying this as like biased Heat fan. It's just something about the Heat. Like they be having the Celtics numbers sometimes. And we seen it over the years go back and forth. The Heat win, then the Celtics win. It's just something about the Heat. There's a reason why the two fan bases don't like each other. It's really out of respect. But you know, I think
Wow.
and
Ain't nothing but disrespect over here.
but
No, I'm just
says the guy wearing green, even though it's for the Dolphins.
it's
I
a Dolphin
still,
shirt, bro. Yeah, it's a Dolphin shirt, bro.
but
Yeah.
nah, I think this year, like the path gonna be tougher. Even when you look at the teams that possibly might come out the West, the Suns gonna be better. Um, the Mavericks, I feel like they actually have a good chance of getting back to the finals because, like I said, nobody can guard Luka. The Thunder, the Timberwolves, um, it's gonna be a lot more competition for the Celtics to get that title again. So I feel like it's gonna be a tougher road for sure. That's definitely what stood out to me this preseason. Also, this might be a hot take. I'm happy for the Knicks and all, but when it come playoff time, from what I've seen in the playoffs, y'all gonna need another center because Cat get in foul trouble, and when he going against people like Embiid,
Oh yeah,
Porzingis,
the competition.
Porzingis to a certain extent, he gonna have to deal with Bam.
Bam.
Like it's gonna be tougher. Um,
He ain't got no muscle on him, bro.
he he, he ain't like the jump out the gym type, but he ain't no pushover.
Nah, but I'm saying
But no, I
whenever
definitely
he
the Knicks can go get a center right now. There's so many centers that they can get. Robert Williams, Walker Kessler, but the Jazz gonna wax. There, there's Clint Capella. There's a lot of centers you can go get. But let's talk about we talked about media day, we talked about preseason, we talked about the GM survey. Let's give some more love to the rookies, man. We gotta do our tier list for the rookie of the year. This might be the longest pod that we done ever did, so we're gonna make this kind of quick. We ain't trying to bore the people over here. Unless y'all love the content, we're gonna run it up regardless. But let's get this started. Rookie of the year tiers. So as you can see, I got a cast of rookies. I know he probably don't know who any of these people is, only some of them. So that's what I'm here for. We got the highest tier being S, meaning they got the most likely chance. And then this time I got the lowest tier being C, meaning the least likely chance, because I added the tier at the end for G League, meaning like these players are most likely going to spend their time in the G League. There's not really a lot on this list, by the way, but it could happen, so we're going to see. So starting with the.
Can I ask real quick
What's
though?
up?
You got a rookie from each team, or you just got rookie?
I tried to do my best and get a rookie from each team, but some teams didn't have a rookie, like Golden State and Brooklyn Nets. They ain't really have a rookie, or some teams didn't have a rookie that I thought would actually have a chance. So I grabbed
So
a cast of rookies that I think might actually play.
what about the Heat? Like you just got Kel
Yeah,
Ware.
because I feel like,
Not Kel Larson will play more than him.
but I feel like when we're looking at rookie of the year, like who can actually get it, I feel like in totality, Khalil production wise
Yeah,
is like that's why I got him. But we're gonna
pick
start
a roll gonna be
we're
crazy.
gonna start with a number one overall pick as our first man up, and that's Zachary Rizache for the Atlanta Hawks. Now I'm not gonna lie. From what I've seen during this preseason, we all might be wrong about Buddy. I never said bro was trash. I just didn't want it. I just didn't want Atlanta to select another wing because all their wing players end up trash. So no disrespect, of course. What's your thoughts on Zachary Rizashe and where you think he should be ranked at?
That's the Atlanta dude,
Mm-hmm.
right? I like him. S or A.
I'm gonna go S. I think he gonna start. I actually think he gonna surprise some people, and with that, or prove people wrong. And sometimes when you do that, that shift the narrative in your direction for that Rookie of the Year trophy. So I definitely think that's gonna be his case. Now I got Jalen Tyson, who is a wing for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You're gonna have to pick that one. I don't know him.
With Jalen Tyson, when I look at like where he would fit in, it's kind of gonna be tough because he's gonna be playing behind guys like Max Strus, Isaac Okoro, Karis LeVert. So I'm kind of in between. I don't think he's gonna be G League, but I don't think he's gonna play that much. So I give him a C. Um, that's where I would put him right now. All right. Up next, we got the rookie from the Charlotte Hornets, a guy that really got a flamethrower on him, T-John Salon.
You said Charlotte
Yeah.
Hornets. What position?
He like a 4, could play the 3. He could shoot, handle. Really young though, but he could get minutes though. I feel like.
Yeah. But B.
All right, we got the point guard from the Milwaukee Bucks, AJ Johnson.
I like him a lot. He dunked on Giannis in training camp.
I didn't see that one.
He got a good chance. I mean, because of the
I
lineup.
don't know if he gonna play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put him at C.
We got a guy that's already a fan favorite from the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You know I'm gonna put Rob at, man. You know I'm gonna put Rod Dillingham, man.
Well, tell me.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like him coming out of high school.
Why? Rob a bucket.
I liked him as a player, but I didn't. I was a huge Collier fan,
I'll leave it nice.
so I wasn't fond of Rob until I started watching his highlights, and then I seen him at Kentucky.
When people be talking about Shifty, that boy Rob Shifty. But
that should be his middle name, bro.
Rob Shifty Dillingham.
Exactly. Don't it sound good, bro?
What about you?
I might name my son Rob.
I thought you was about to say name your son Shifty. That'd be crazy.
Nah, but I'm gonna put him on S though. You already know that.
This one I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I do see Rob playing minutes, but I think he's gonna have a learning curve this year, and I'm gonna have to put him at A. I think he's gonna play a lot because he's gonna be the backup point. But I also feel like
they got DiVincenzo.
They got DiVincenzo, they got Nas Reed, so he really not about to be scoring. He gonna be facilitating more, I feel like. But
But that's his only issue.
Yeah, for right now. In the future, Mike Conley gonna be up out of there because he getting older. So in the future,
I think this year I agree. I actually concede because I think this year he's going to basically soak in knowledge,
like
from Mike Conley.
Yeah, and I feel like when they get to the playoffs, depending on where his defense is at by that time, like he might not even get to play because Rob kind of slight. So unless his offense is just so good, like he might get played off the floor, like. in his first year.
I think this year he will be like a Tyler Hero rookie year.
That'll be
Like he'll have a chance of winning the rookie 6-man of the year.
that'll be he ain't gonna win 6, man, because he got Nas Reed and Dante on his team, but coming off
Yeah,
the
but
bench.
they got Julius Randle
Yeah,
too. Oh my gosh, they're nasty, bro.
yeah.
They're nasty on paper. I'm gonna say it like that. They're nasty on paper. We got to see how they look in real
For
life.
sure. They actually, as we are recording this, they're playing right now. I don't know if Julius played, but let's see. Look it up. They're in the fourth. He did not play. No, he ain't play. Shoot, Ant got 31. But
In the preseason game,
yeah,
bro.
Ant been going crazy in the preseason. For the center from the New Orleans Pelicans, we got Yves Missi. Actually had a decent game defensively today against our Miami Heat. Got some blocks in. Still a little, raw, talented wise, pause. But, in a team that has really no center depth, he could play.
He actually might be the starter.
He ain't starting. He ain't ready. Probably by
Yeah,
the
I
end of
know.
the season, maybe, but right now he's not ready.
You got to get some more weight on him, man.
It's not even that. He just gotta learn the
7 foot.
the game. Huh?
He's
I
7 foot,
think
right?
so. Either like that or 6'10".
Hmm.
But I think I what you thinking? I'm thinking B.
I'm thinking G League.
Nah, he ain't gonna be in the G League. They ain't got no centers. He ain't gonna be in the G League.
Right.
We'll go
See.
see in between. That's cool with me. So I got from the New York Knicks, Tyler Kolek. Now, this one might be G League only because I know Tibbs and he don't like playing all his people. So, and I could have went with Pacome Dadier, but I didn't. So I don't really know if Kolek gonna really be playing this year because they got campaign and Deuce McBride at the guard spot coming off the bench already. So, what's up?
I mean, you know about him more than I do. I'm not fond of a lot. I ain't gonna say fun. I'm not
All
familiar
the
with.
rookies yet? I respect
Yeah,
it. I do what I can, man. I ain't
I watched the when I watched March Madness. That's when I get familiar with certain players. Like I mean, if I didn't know them before, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. I get familiar with
Not
them. Like I got familiar with Chief Subs in the March Madness when he was in college.
for sure. Now I really was tapped in this year. I'm not gonna lie because the Heat didn't make it far in the playoffs, so I was really out there. Like I was on the team trying to be a scout. Now we actually drafted the person that I was telling everybody we should. Hopefully, I'm not wrong on that. That's you know the Heat actually got two players that I wanted them to get, like Khalil, and then when they had drafted Jovic, I was hoping we got him. So, but yeah, usually when the Heat,
I ain't gonna I didn't know Tyler Hero, but I liked Barrow.
I ain't no Bam. I wanted I ain't gonna lie, I wanted Book though. No, not Book. Nah, yeah, I wanted Book instead of Justice, but I was
Yeah,
hoping Porzingis fell to us. I ain't gonna lie, that would have been perfect, him and Whiteside. But
I ain't gonna lie.
but
I've been nasty.
we got OKC Dylan Jones.
Hmm?
Dylan Jones from OKC been showing out in the preseason.
You think he gonna play? I don't
Nah,
know
he
him,
ain't gonna
so
play.
G League
Um,
because they already got a young team, so it's like
yeah. Now
He got a lot of.
he could play. I ain't gonna lie, bro get buckets off the bench, but he'll probably like I think it's gonna be tough with like Aaron Wiggins and like I don't know. He could play like at the 4 spot off the bench, or Aaron Wiggins could play the 4. He played the 3, but I don't know. I think Jay Will still gonna play, even though they got Hardenstein. But we'll see. Um, in that respect, I'll just move him up to C just in case. Tristan Da Silva from the Orlando Magic. I'm guessing you don't know him either. So, you feel me? Tristan Da Silva, really kind of like Jaime Jaquez type guy. Not really play style, but like, somebody that can fill in the gaps. He could catch and shoot, got a nice frame on him. Rebound, do a little bit of everything, but I don't know if he's gonna play for Orlando this year. So I'm gonna have to put him in the G League. Jared McCain.
He out there with Rob
Yeah, he
Dillingham.
really got the potential of being Philly 6 man of the year. They came out and said how high they are on him. So I feel like, he's definitely gonna get some playing time. Along with never mind. Because I was about to tell a lie. We got Ryan Dunn from the Phoenix Suns. Really, his offensive game kind of shaky right now. He's more like a Matisse Thybulle type of player. Really good on defense, but the offensive game really isn't there right now.
They look like
He's probably not gonna play a lot. Because I think Okogie, Royce O'Neal, those guys, Grayson Allen, like all the other wings on that team gonna get the minutes. We got Donovan Clingan.
he's a center from UConn,
Yeah,
right?
and he went to Portland. The only thing is, Portland gonna have to make some moves for him to actually make a run. Because they have Ayton, they have Robert Williams, they got Duop Reef. So I don't know if by the end of the year he's gonna be starting, coming off the bench. But for right now, just based off of his talent, if they were to trade away all those players, I'll give him a B. We got Devin Carter from the Sacramento Kings. A guard, can really defend, make plays. Right now,
He's not gonna play.
he might. Right now, he injured. So we don't really know, what's there. But the reason I think he's gonna play is because he's really like he can really defend, or at least he could in college. We don't know what he's gonna look like at the NBA level, but Sacramento, if anybody needs somebody to defend on that team, it's Sacramento. So I feel like he's gonna play just off of the simple fact that they need people to defend people. So I'm thinking C for him. We got this guy who I personally like, who I think is a sleeper pick for Rookie of the Year. The only thing that's gonna work against him is he's probably not gonna start, and that's Matas Buzelis. I feel like he got the attitude to win Rookie of the Year. Playing with somebody like Josh Giddey, who's gonna look to get people the ball. I think he's gonna be able to feed off of that. I think he can be a good cutter. He got to get his shot down, but I really feel like if he can get that shot working and then start to hit from the corners and cutting and getting in between and using his body, he could long term be somebody in the league for sure. But I don't know how much he's gonna play, but I'm putting him at the B position for right now. Next up, we got Stephon Castle from the San Antonio Spurs. Now, this one is interesting because Devin Vassell has been out all preseason with an injury right before it. So recently, he's been, playing, starting. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I think CP3 and perhaps Malachi Branham is going to get the start. So, but I do see him coming off the bench and contributing, just not at a super high rate
High.
offensively. So I feel like he goes in the B tier as well. He's gonna be a defender. We got Jacoby Walter from the G League. I really don't see. I said from the G League, damn. From the Raptors.
Where
Yeah, I'm
you
putting
putting
him in
him
the G League because like he has the potential to be a two-way star, but just the depth on the Raptors right now, he would be playing behind
Everybody.
Quickly, RJ Barrett, Bruce Brown, Grady Dick, all those people. So I don't really know. Next up, we got Cody Williams, brother of J Dub, playing from the Utah Jazz. He's probably going to be coming off the bench in a minor role. Um, you know, I feel like he could be similar to what his brother had, the impact his rookie year, coming up off the bench and really, showing versatility. But because the Utah is going to be tanking, he'll probably get a lot of minutes, but they probably won't. They'll probably be empty. So I'm putting him at the B. Now this guy, who I thought should have been the number one pick, then he made me regret saying that because he was straight trash in summer league. But then has been pretty decent this preseason. That's Alex Sarr, doing it on both ends as of late. I think.
That's the rookie we was talking about. By y'all, we was talking about him when we said the rookie's been balling.
Yeah,
That's what stuck out of us. We were really talking about Alex.
I think I'm gonna put him in S because it seems like the move is
Yeah.
to play him with um Valanciunas or start him and have Valanciunas come off the bench. So if that's the case, I definitely think he's gonna have the productivity, especially playing with a guard like Malcolm Brogdon. Not really a playmaker per se, but has played the game long enough to probably help him along the way. Then you got Malcolm Brogdon's backup, Bub Carrington, known in college to really go and get buckets. This preseason, he hasn't really done that to a big extent. So me personally, I would have to put him in the C category for right now, because I don't think this year will be his year. I feel like he's still young. I think he just turned 19. So he probably has a little time. This guy also on the Wizards, Keyshawn George, is what they call in Washington a Swiss Army knife, somebody that can really do it all. I think because of that, and he's a knockdown shooter, he is gonna play. And the Wizards suck, so why not? Um,
Tank again,
yeah.
right?
So I'm gonna put him in B.
You want to get that boy Cooper.
Right. I don't think he would want to go to Washington, but
I mean, think about it though. The young core they'll have, never know where that go.
nah.
I'm saying like not now, but
No,
years
I
from
know
now,
what you
right?
mean. It's just Washington. They haven't really done right by their star players. So,
That's true.
Ron Holland from the Detroit Pistons. Um, been somewhat solid in preseason. Um, I think he would. I don't. Him and Asar are kind of like similar, athletic defenders who
Yeah.
really don't have jump shots. So I put him in a B. I think he could be an energy guy off the bench. This guy, everybody is high on to win Rookie of the Year.
Shepard, that's Reed
Yeah,
Shepard, right?
my problem with that is I don't know if he actually gonna win it
With Gino.
because he's not gonna start. Um,
Unless he started at point guard.
you
Yeah,
got
never mind.
Fred, and
Yeah,
then backup point guard is Amen, unless you move him to the two and then bring Reed Shepard. But then he'll be basically playing the same role as Dillingham. So, like me personally, I'm thinking, hey, what about you?
I wanted him at S just because of his skill, but the way you just broke it down, I agree.
We got Johnny Furphy from the Indiana Pacers. I'm gonna put him in G League. He could play. He would just have to beat out Ben Shepherd, who is also, a good shooter. So, that would kind of be the battle there if he gonna play or not. But I think Ben Shepherd is gonna keep that job. Another sleeper, I feel like Dalton Connect, Connect Four,
Connect four.
can come off the bench. We seen in preseason he could really get the ball,
I forgot a shot.
make his own shot. Now, when you were saying like Tyler Hero 6 Man of the Year role, this is the guy that I was thinking of, could have that type of impact for real. I'm thinking A, for Connect because I feel like he could really shoot it for a team that struggled shooting last year. I really feel like he's gonna be very necessary. uh,
Let's skip him. Let's do him
uh,
last, second to last. Come on.
okay,
Yeah, let's do
okay,
it.
let's go. Let's go. We're gonna go from this way then. Baylor Shireman from the Boston Celtics. I don't think he gonna play. He is a shooter,
Leader.
so he could play, but I think
He'll play in like blowout
I
games,
think he's gonna be
or like if they play like the
far
Hornets,
down in the
he'll
rotation.
play.
Khalil
Yeah,
Ware, we kind of talked about it earlier. Right now, he's the Heat's third center, fourth center if you count Kevin Love. So I don't think, he's really not gonna play until like towards the end of the year. The Heat are notorious for being injured a lot, so he's definitely gonna have opportunity. So we'll just have to see.
bro. No, he's not. We playing healthy this year.
Okay, well, if we're gonna play him healthy, then he gonna be down there.
That's fine, bro.
All right, another guy, you know, uh, probably the most polarizing player throughout this entire class, Zach Edey from the Memphis Grizzlies, is looking to be the starting center for a Grizzlies team, filling that Steven Adams role. Um, what is your thoughts?
They gonna eat, bro. They gonna eat, bro.
Um,
I'm saying that because he gonna be a starter, and I'm not saying the offense gonna be ran through him because it's not,
nah,
but
it's not.
their pick and rolls, him and John Morant's pick and roll is gonna be deadly.
See, now you done turned the corner. When I was saying that a couple weeks ago, you was like, "No, it's not gonna work." Now the boy done seen a
Bro,
little
listen,
preseason clip.
I didn't believe in him, bro. I had to really like lock in and watch his highlights. Then I watched him actually play in the summer league. Then I watched him play in the preseason. So they're gonna
Yeah,
be
I didn't know if
nasty,
he was gonna keep up with the speed though. That was my only concern. But I think
bro.
he gonna be straight. Especially if they play him
Yeah.
in like if they do his minutes in like a short spurt type of thing, not like a minutes restriction, but have him like I don't know how to explain it, like where like his
He played 8 minutes this time.
like he
Then he played or like 4 or 5 minutes.
yeah like
Then
he'll
come out.
have low but impactful minutes. All right, so
Yeah.
we save the best for last. Bronny James, the preseason hasn't been very calm for him scoring wise. You can see that he's trying to make the right plays, but I'm a
Everybody be the offensive wizard, right?
mm-hmm.
He's not. That's not his game. It's not that he can't do it because in the summer league he showed you I can score, right? It's just he's trying to feel it. Number one, he's filling the game out, and he's young. I don't know why I'm saying all this. All these other players are young and they're filling the game out as well, but Ronnie got so much pressure on him that it doesn't even like he was the 55th pick in the second round and got the most pressure on him.
Yeah, I feel like with Bronny, uh, it's gonna be one of them things where like everybody just gonna have to give it time. including LeBron and the Lakers. I feel like because it's not that I think Bronny gonna be a bad player. I actually think Bronny can be a solid two-way player, but I don't. I really now I'm not an NBA player, so I don't know. But I feel like watching the Heat and how they develop players, I feel like somebody like Bronny would do well in the G League to start, so he can get the reps in and then come up and make an impact there. But because of like the story and everything, I know that's not gonna be the case because it's gonna be tough. Like people gonna be gunning for Bronny because of the name and the attention that's gonna bring. Shoot, he lucky triple dub Pat Bev not in the league because he would have first team all defense that whole. But
Not for real.
but
He had to get him like he did Lonzo.
exactly. But I
Brown.
definitely think everybody got to give it time though.
I just wonder how that's gonna work, bro. Cause like I'm not a father, but I can only imagine, bro. You playing alongside your son, right? And somebody just like push him like he's in the mid air and trying to dunk the ball. Somebody just pushes him on the ground, like flagrant
Yeah,
foul. Like I don't know, man. If LeBron could keep that like separate, kudos to him, bro. Like serious, big kudos, bro. I don't know, bro. I had this son. We played ball together, bro. Don't touch my son like that, bro. If you're gonna foul him, smack his hand, bro. Like,
respect it.
but I I think Bronny gonna be in the G League, bro.
I have to agree with you.
Like for the majority of the year, I think he's gonna be in the G
And I feel like he should. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong at all.
League. Facts.
Now, from the three players that we got in the S tier, we got Alex Sarr, Zach Edey, Zachary Rizashe. Who do you think is going to win Rookie of the Year?
Zach Edey.
I'm going to go with Zachary Rizashe, and I'm going to tell y'all why. I think he going to surprise everybody and really be the second, well, not the 2.5 option on this team behind Jalen Johnson.
I'm gonna say this though. The reason why I say Zach Edey is because I think team production wise,
For sure.
his team is gonna be
Yeah.
better.
I just think with Zach Edey versus Reza Shea, like Zach Edey, it's gonna be a tougher learning curve because out west you got to deal with Wemby, you got to deal with Jokic, then you got to deal with AD. Luka about to put you in the pick and roll.
But look though, they still got Jaren Jackson.
No,
Right?
they do, but I'm saying why I'm saying that is I think coming into this, I would agree with you, but now that I'm thinking about it, like I think those are going to be reasons as to why they're going to take Zach Edey out the game, and if he's taken out the game, he's going to have less production.
Okay, I get
That's that. I'm not saying you're wrong. That's just my thinking behind it.
no. I get that. I was just saying that because, but I didn't even think about like the matchups, right?
Because you gotta.
I see.
You gotta go with
Because
like Shea and them boys. You getting into a pick and roll like, and all those centers I named outside of like the Mavericks and the Timberwolves, like all they bigs can shoot. So it's like Chet can shoot, Wemby can shoot, Jokic can shoot, Anthony Davis can shoot. So they taking you out of the paint. Like
oh yeah,
yeah,
he
you got Jared Jackson, but it's like you can't put him on Aaron Gordon because he might be too slow. Can't put him on Braun or Rui Hachimura.
Getting cooked.
Can't put him on J-Dub. So it's like, I just feel like it's gonna be a tougher learning curve out west. Like if he was in the East, it'll be better because really the only person that you really gotta like is like Embiid and then Cat, Bam, and Porzingis really. Because Jared Allen, he's not a shooter, so you can stay in the paint. Like everybody else. But then another reason I say Reza Shea, because I don't know, something just telling me that uh Trae Young ain't gonna be an Atlanta Hawk by the time this season over with. So if I had to guess, he's gonna be in Florida.
Oh, you saying Orlando, not Miami?
I actually am. Like I think he's gonna be on the Orlando Magic.
I would love that.
So
I would love it. Then we can just go to Orlando, go to a game, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, man, he going with Edie. I'm going with Reza Shea for Rookie of the Year. Yeah. This has been another episode of the Link Up, another episode of Off the Court, our sports show. Hope y'all enjoyed, man. We just ask that you like, share, comment, subscribe. Subscribe so we can bring y'all with us when we go up. We want to do merch. We want to do more. We want to do all that. So all the love and support that we get, definitely would go a long way. Appreciate everybody who do watch this for sure. And if you ever want to be on the pod with your boy, hit me up. We can make it happen. If you want to talk about sports, hit us up. We'll put you on the pod with us. We want to hear from the fans. We want to hear other people's opinions. So, we ain't ducking no smoke. And anything you want to say to the people before we head on out of here?
Keep on rocking with us, man. Give us some content, man. Give us some comments, bro. I ain't gonna lie, y'all be having me rolling sometimes, bro. For sure. Hey, man, shout out to my brother-in-law, JT.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And like that, we out.
Trip forever and I'm just not getting started. That's the one.